So, let's verify. Complete Auto Care, Smart Motors Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin, and Oil Pump circulates the oil in less than a minute. If you let your car idle to warm the cabin, then the oil will slowly drain away from the key components since the engine isn't moving the car.
Doesn't provide oil to the engine if the vehicle isn't moving.
Slowly drain away from the key components since the engine isn't moving.
Well, let's verify. This 07 GMC Sierra, according to the news, if the vehicle's not moving, it's not pumping oil. And you know, they want you to remote start your stuff. They want you to get in it, just drive it and take off. Now, there are some caveats to that which we'll cover at the end of this video. Let's just see if this verify section of the news segment that they use to verify if people are telling the truth or not. And let's see if this Toyota place of Madison, Wisconsin, and Firestone and Napa and all these other people that they get information from are correct. Because, you know, misinformation is misinformation. And if you're going to use other people's names to put out information, well, you're just as bad as they are, or they're just as bad as you are, because you're allowed to use their name, right? So here we go. Completely cold. Remote start it. Let's get inside. Let's see if we're losing oil pressure as we're sitting here. Well, it looks like we're up at about 40 PSI. Ice cooled engine down here. That's my breath. And it is 17 degrees outside. It's so cold it says ice in the rearview mirror. It is 10:12 right now. Well, let's come back in 1 minute, see where we're at. Looks like it's 10:13 and we're still at 40 PSI. Huh. We're not losing oil pressure like the news said, like the company way. Normal operating temperature is about 25 to 30 PSI. As the vehicle warms up, the oil pressure is going to go down a little bit. But it ain't going to be like these news people say, well, you let your vehicle sit there and run, it's going to drain all the oil away from all the critical moving components, and you're going to damage your engine. Just get in your vehicle and start it. You have to go when you do it. These people are buffoons, and the people that they have putting out this information are just as silly as the rest of them. I don't know. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, you know what? Let's just do a video to show all these people that what the news puts out is garbage. We all know that, and that they should just stop getting any kind of automotive information from the news, because the stuff the news puts out is garbage. Oh, wait a second. It's at 10:14 now. We're more than a minute. We're 2 minutes in, and we still got oil pressure over there, top left. We're not even, the needle hadn't even moved yet, warming it up. I mean, I wonder what's going on with that. Huh. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Well, we've got 3 minutes of run time, and we still got good oil pressure, and it ain't come off the 160 degree mark down there, and she's still ice cold, and it's still 17 degrees outside. Y'all, it's like this. If you're gonna run down to the corner store and it's cold outside, or maybe it's even just during the summer, it don't matter. If you're just gonna run down to the corner store, let it run about 5 or 10 minutes before you take off. Burn off that little moisture you build up. It's called the beer can effect. Take a cold beer out of the refrigerator, walk out in the middle of the summer and set it down on the deck and watch all the moisture build up. Same thing with your engine. Ice cold outside, 17 degrees, start it up, it's warm inside the cylinder, so you get a bunch of condensation. PCV going, PCV circulation, you get moisture up in those valve covers and up in the oil cap. It creates that little white slime and sludge. And the reason why is you're not burning off the moisture. Let it run about 10 minutes before you take off and go down to the corner store and then turn around and come back. Now, if you're about to get in the truck and drive, 20 minutes to work, 30 minutes to work, an hour to work, there ain't no reason to warm it up first. Let it run about a minute or two until that idle comes down. Once the idle comes down to normal, you're clear to go ahead and take off just real nice and easy and let the vehicle warm up gradually. You'll actually create less wear by taking off nice and easy when it's still cold after the idle comes down, and just letting it shift nice and easy and driving it nice and easy and letting it warm up naturally while it's moving, than letting it just sit there and idle. Because there's a such thing as fuel dilution that you'll create. They call it cylinder washing. That's another thing that, you know, people have been warned about their whole entire life. And yeah, it's not good to just let a vehicle sit and idle. But under circumstances where you're just about to run down to the store and turn around and come back, you got to let it idle about 10 minutes before you take off. Let it get a little heat going, a little warm going, and then you're good to go. Let's see. Oh, it's 10:17, and we still got 40 PSI. I guess you can't believe everything on the news, huh? Yep. That's a little ridiculous. I think his name is Brandon, and he works for Verify. Maybe y'all should leave him a message. Let him know you got to get your facts straight, because you fearmonger and you screw somebody's vehicle up because of the bad information you put out, then you got to answer for it. And so does Napa and Firestone and Toyota of Madison, Wisconsin, whatever they're, Smart Toyota or whoever the heck they're called again. Yeah, get your facts straight. Boys out there that are supporting him with information, you better get on him about this and fix it, because you're about to mess up some people's vehicles or put out some bad information, and you got to be held accountable for it too. So all of you automotive facilities that put out bad information or that put out information and give it to them, you're kind of on the hook for holding him accountable. Get out there and fix this. Put out the right information, not bad information. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day. Take care. Oh, and by the way, it's 10:18. 6 minutes later, we finally got, let's see what we got going on here. Let's take it off auto. All right. Anyway, we finally got some heat. Six minutes later, we got heat. You don't need to let it sit there and run for 30 minutes to warm it up. There is a right way and a wrong way to do things. For those of you out there that say, oh, I got to let my vehicle warm up to operating temperature, that's a preference. It's not because you have to, that's a preference. And doing that actually causes excessive wear. So don't do that. As I'm creating excessive wear making this video, but I'm doing this for you guys. I'm taking it for the team, doing it for the boys. Y'all be blessed. Take care again. Hold these news people accountable. Firestone, Napa, Smart, whatever, Toyota of Madison, Wisconsin. Y'all better get on this Verify guy's ass and tell them, hey, you better put out that right information. Don't lead people astray. And don't use our name if you're going to put out bad information. We still at 40 PSI. We're at 10:19. Somebody better check your boy. Brandon at Verify.